Most bankers aren't ready to help you until after their third cup of coffee. But with Central National Bank's after-hours service, you don't have to wait for the bank lobby to open to get help. You can contact us from 6 to 8:30 in the morning or from 5 to 10 in the evening, and we'll connect you to a real, live, local person who can answer questions and fix problems 7 days a week. Bank different. Bank Central. Central National Bank. Member FDIC.
I tried to fight all through the night, deep in the heart of Texas. The trailer park is nice and dark, deep in the heart of Texas. That drinks his brew and he spits his chew, deep in the heart of Texas. The TV blares, but no one cares, deep in the heart of Texas. Here we go!
Hey there, everybody. Welcome to Bwah, a King of the Hill rewatch podcast. I am Mike.
And I'm Rusty.
Rusty, we have had chaotic couple of weeks here.
Yeah, it's been pretty wild.
We did a live show for the first time at RugCon 23.
We did.
I think it went pretty well. We released that to everybody. We're not like some of those podcasts that make you pay to listen to our live shows.
No, not yet.
We are not yet. We are for the people, by the people, and something else. So
yeah, no, we do appreciate you guys.
We are back to our almost our normal rotation.
Yeah,
here.
we're almost back in normal rotation. So
Right.
we did. You're gonna miss a episode of content. We're gonna hit y'all with another Friday mix up.
Yeah,
we did say last time that was supposed to be the Friday episode, but we figured we'd turn it into a Monday episode. We're trying to get everything back on track. So we're gonna keep it on track with the Friday.
I think that is one thing that we miscalculated in this show is we thought we would be able to just boom, knock them out, you know?
Yeah, but it happens.
Boy, oh boy, life catches up with you, and then all of a sudden you've got a live show, and then you need content, and so it's been something else. But this is our promise to you guys. We are not stopping. We are continuing the train here.
Oh yeah, nothing's stopping. We're just right. We just had a stutter step.
Yeah. So
it ain't even really a stutter step. Our numbers are great.
No, actually, it was an addition.
Yeah, we're doing great. That live stuff was cool.
So starting Monday,
everybody liked it. That responded to me about it.
Good. I think starting Monday, we'll get back into season 3, episode 12. It's the football one.
Yeah, the episode with what's his name, Coach Sowers.
Yeah.
And Salt Tablet.
Like you said, Salt Tablet.
Chasing kids with big square body Buicks.
It's a good episode.
Yeah, I like it. It's a good one. It I don't know. It speaks on the culture of football culture.
With football culture in Texas,
and the weird and like how it's weird too, because I don't think that any athlete should be like because they try to call them sissies and stuff like that for playing soccer. Grew up with that mentality, but I'm from England, so when I was a kid, the coolest people are soccer players. You know what I mean? So it was
absolutely.
like this weird.
Tough
I don't know.
guys,
It's just really
man.
weird.
You talk about athletes.
I mean, they got to run for 90 minutes straight. I mean, it's not a hard. It's not an easy task playing any professional athletic sport.
Yeah, but that one, man, that is the most running in any sport. I mean,
they run.
That's like the Grand Prix.
Like them and hockey. I feel like the whole game. It's just go.
Hockey, especially, boy, they use their entire body. You know, I can't even imagine how they feel after a really rough game. So we thought we'd do something a little different for this Friday, and there's been a few of these out there where people have talked about these sort of things, but we're gonna go to our play pretend world where we can make a live action King of the Hill.
Yeah.
So we're gonna cast A live action King of the
Hill.
And
I've got some really good ones too. I've got some like left field ones for especially for Hank, with the patriarch of the universe of King of the Hill. I'll let you go first with it though. I want to know what you have in mind for Hank.
I think we start maybe a little lower.
Okay,
and maybe we end with Hank.
Okay,
all
right, where do we start?
Build our way up. So, if we were going to start with, let's say the Susan Newsom phones.
Okay.
So we've got Min and we've got Khan. And I forget the actor's name, but
Ken Jeong.
Yeah, there you go.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't know
exactly
I don't know who else you would cast
from Community.
Yes,
the guy who's the actual. He's actually the crazy thing about him is not only is he a world-renowned comedian and actor,
he was a doctor.
He's an actual doctor.
He's an actual doctor.
He still actually carries an actual practice license. Like he could actually go practice medicine if he wanted to.
The thing that kills me is he does a commercial about dry eyes. Have you ever seen the dry eye commercial he does?
He's got a dry eyes commercial. Are you talking about like the Ben Stein?
Well, yeah, it's like it's not even that. It's like prescription dry eyes drops.
Okay.
And so he's the guy that walks into the doctor's office, and always has that, "Oh, great, you're saving my life" look on his face, because of some medical miracle or whatever. I just think it's weird. And then to see him on Masked Singer, I think is odd. But the guy does not turn down jobs.
No, he doesn't. He does a lot of stuff.
If anybody offers him a job, he takes it.
Yeah,
so
he does a lot of stuff for sure.
I don't think there would be a lot of convincing here to try to find him or try to convince him to be Khan.
No, I don't think there would take much.
So men.
Yeah. I don't know.
So I think.
I like Ali Wong. I think is her name. Always Be My Maybe. Yeah. Maybe her, or I don't know if you wanted somebody more renowned, I guess, than her. Maybe Lucy Liu. I was trying to think of Asian actresses.
Yeah, I think that maybe Lucy is a little, and I don't mean this bad, but I mean she's a little older at this point now, right? And so you might need someone a little.
Well, no, remember now. Well, if you're doing a live action.
Well, that's true. I guess
it'd be different. It'd be a little different.
I guess if you're doing it as current. I
think
mean,
she could still pull off somebody in their mid to late 40s.
If you don't necessarily care about age.
How old is Lucy Liu? Let's actually we could be dating her.
She's 72 years old. No, I have no idea.
I don't either. I'm gonna look it up real fast. She was born in 1968.
There you go. See?
Well, there you go. So yeah, she's a little older than I thought.
She's a year older than I am. Yeah. The other one.
Well, you could pass for late 40s, so I mean it would work. So I feel like if you could pass for your late 40s, she could pass for her late 40s.
53. You could pass for 51. So there's also Michelle Yeoh. I think I'm saying that correctly. That was in Everything Everywhere All at Once. She's phenomenal, and more of a dramatic actor.
Yeah.
But she would definitely be good at something like that. Did you see Everything Everywhere All at Once?
No, I never saw that one.
Yeah. It is. It's a heck of a movie.
There was I'm trying to think of this other actress.
A lot of movie.
What was she in? Hold on. Let me find her. Her name is Constance Wu. She was in. There was a television comedy called Fresh Off the Boat that she was in.
Oh yeah, I remember. Yeah. Oh yeah, she's fantastic. She's funny as hell.
She's really funny.
The funny thing about her is she's got such a straight face. Like she does not break.
No, she doesn't break. No, that's perfect for men because men is real dry.
Yeah, that would be very good. Just be able to call people hillbillies and stuff. I think that would be fantastic.
Yeah.
Okay.
Or Sandra Oh.
Oh yeah, I didn't think about Sandra Oh.
Maybe Sandra Oh.
So let's go with John Redcorn now.
Oh, John Redcorn.
This one is a little tough. John Redcorn because
Lou Diamond Phillips. I think Lou Diamond Phillips, or even the voice actor for him, Victor Aaron.
Yeah.
Go look at what he looks like, and because I think he is native, so I think that would be not Victor Aaron was the the original guy that played him.
Okay.
The very first guy that passed away or whatever.
Yeah.
I feel like he would have been, but he would have been tough to get. Jonathan Joss, I don't know what he looks like, though. Let's see.
So, while you're looking that up, there is a guy named Zahn McLaren, and I hope I'm saying that correctly, but he is in Reservoir Dogs. Have you seen any of Reservoir Dogs?
Yeah, I've seen Mr. Pink.
Not Reservoir Dogs, sorry, Reservation Dogs.
Oh, no, I've never seen Reservation Dogs.
So it's on FX, and it is about Native American culture on a reservation. It's about these kids and how they're trying to get out of there. Anyway, he plays the cop in the town, and he's not the biggest guy in the world, so you might have to do some creative stuff with that, have him stand on a box and things like that. But you talk about a guy who is a very good actor and looks a little John Redcornish.
Oh, you're talking about the you know what he was in? He was in a show I watched, Longmire.
Oh, yeah.
I watched that whole show, and he was in it.
He's in Longmire.
Yeah.
He's in that new one called Dark Winds. Or
I loved him in Longmire.
Yeah.
He was awesome because he kind of Zane McLaren. That's his name, right? Zane McLaren. Yeah, because he kind of rode the line between what he thought was right and then what was right on the white side of the law, as they call it
too. He's a super straight up guy too.
There's another one.
And can be super funny by being just playing that straight man, you know.
There's another one that's I feel like is kind of underrated here that would be really good. His name is Adam Beach. He played what's his name? Kickin' Wing. He was the guy who sold Joe Dirt fireworks.
Oh,
that guy. He could play. I think he could do John Redcorn. He also played. He played Corporal Ira Hayes in Flags of Our Fathers. He was Ben Yazzie in Wind Talkers. So he. I don't want to just relegate him to. I don't want to relegate him to being, Joe Dirt guy, because he's much more than that. He was actually on Walker Texas Ranger too. He was a guy named Tommy.
Wow, Walker Texas Ranger. That's going back quite a bit. New one or old one?
Oh,
wasn't there a new one?
No, this is definitely the old one. He was born in 1972, so it's definitely the old one.
Okay.
Yeah, he was probably a teenager.
I love this episode because it makes me feel old as hell. It's fantastic.
So, Mike, we've got another St. Angeli's candle to burn today. St. Angeli's. We've got St. Germain.
St. Germain?
Yeah.
Hardly knew him.
STJGERMAIN. So this is I don't know. It's a very.
I don't know that saint.
It's a manly.
It's a new one.
It's a manly smell.
Yeah.
Here.
It is. It is a little. I smell.
I don't know. I smell the blackberry. I smell like a berry, a black currant, like a currant smell. And it's funny because black currant in England they have a black currant concentrate drink called Ribena that I used to drink a lot as a kid.
Sure.
So it's kind of got a hint of that smell in there too.
It sounds like what people in a depressed, water-laden country would drink.
Yeah, it's really good. It's really good stuff actually. And then I can smell a hint of patchouli. I don't know. It's a very manly scent. So,
it is a little manly.
For all of you lady listeners,
I can feel the hair on my chest growing.
It's reminiscent of the cologne that you would, spray on your pillow from your significant other, or
on your boyfriend's shirt,
or the hoodie that you stole.
Mm-hmm. On your dog's collar.
The fragrance of men's body odor mixed with cologne.
Fragrance of men's body odor. Yum.
Nah, it smells great. It's a great smelling candle.
It is really good though. I mean,
it's a very manly scent. So I like it.
This thing reminds me a little bit of the miracle of the oils too, though. It's been burning for about 7 days.
Yeah, her candles burn really, really well. I like how they burn. They burn real evenly. Everything just, I don't know. You got to let it after you buy one and you clip clip your wick. You let it burn for 2 hours or whatever, and it's just great.
You got to clip your wick?
You always clip the wick on every candle you buy.
I don't clip a wick.
Well, you're messing up your candles.
How am I messing up the candles if I don't clip the wick?
Well, you have to clip the wick because if you light the wick, it just the wick burns until it settles out, right? So you cut it so it doesn't have all that extra heat and stuff and uneven for your. It's uneven. It'll burn your candle weird and uneven.
I've never read that on the instructions, but I will start clipping my wicks.
Even on the dollar store candles, charcoal. If you look on the bottom of a dollar store candle, it'll say clip X amount of the wick before burning.
Clip the wick.
So these are not dollar store candles. These are very, very good candles that you can find at Saint-Angeles.com.
Saint-Angeles.com/candles.
And if you use the creator code KOTH20, you'll get a slight discount on those candles. And we appreciate everybody that's already bought candles from her using our code.
She's been selling some candles.
She has let me know that you guys actually bought some candles. So
you know what she's doing? You know what we're helping her do? Make the world a better smelling place.
It does, because before we burnt this candle, my guts are tore up right now.
Smelled like ass in here. Yeah.
I was just dropping, like toots, like real nasty
dropping toots.
Dropping real nasty toots.
If you drop toots,
Mason could smell it through the glass. So that was great. So yeah, everybody, Saint-Angeles.com/candles. If you hurry up and order them, you might be able to get it for Christmas. Don't hold me to it because I don't know what the shipping time is. But either way, if you can't get it for Christmas, get it after Christmas. Get it, if you get your tax income check coming in, go and just splurge on that. They do not accept EBT, unfortunately, right now. But I heard that it's in the works.
I was at a gas pump yesterday, and something popped up and said they now take Wix, WEX. I don't know what the hell that is.
I don't know what that is either.
But St. Angeles does not take Wix.
They don't take Wix, but they have Wix on deck.
Clip your Wix.
Clip your Wix.
That's right. All right, St. Angeles, great candles. Go buy one.
Saint-Angeles.com/candles, code KOTH20.
So let's move on to Boomhauer.
Okay, Boomhauer.
So I think everybody immediately
unanimous.
Yeah, I think everybody immediately thinks of
Matthew McConaughey.
All right. But I am here to suggest a couple of different names.
Okay.
So one, Woody Harrelson.
Yeah, I'll take that one.
Mm-hmm.
That one I'll take that one.
And then the other one that I'm thinking of is John C. Reilly. But I think John C. Reilly could play more of a Bill character.
Yeah, I think you could. Bill.
Now, if you pull John C. Reilly or I think you could bend him into Boomhauer just because of him playing Dr. Whatever.
I'll go even crazier on it then.
Go.
Daniel Craig.
Daniel Craig
as Boomhauer.
Oh wow, yeah, I like that.
That's like that's almost like saying Idris Elba as Cleveland Brown.
That's what I'm saying. Yeah,
it's almost
huge.
the same. But I feel like Daniel Craig, like the facial features and the structure of his face, because he's got a very chiseled, very shapely jaw. Yeah. I feel like he cleaned up that English accent and put a lot of talking about dangled on it, and he could probably do that.
So I'm gonna throw another one in there real quick. Octavio. Which is not on. He's not on King of the Hill a whole lot.
Danny Trejo,
but it's Danny Trejo.
It's got to be his voice,
doing the voice anyway.
The voice actor would have to do the voice.
You don't have to go too far on that one.
No, I think he's modeled after Danny Trejo. Actually,
now if you were to, what do you do about Lucky? Because if you're trying to replace Tom Petty, you got a real problem there.
Hold on, who just played Tom Petty in that movie? Tom Petty movie. There was some Tom Petty movie that just recently came out.
Jeez, I didn't know there was a Tom Petty movie. I would watch a Tom Petty movie. You find out what that Tom Petty movie is, and I'm watching that Tom Petty movie tonight.
I don't know. I can't find anything.
Okay.
I thought there was a movie with Tom Petty, but I would say Dwight Yoakam.
Yeah, maybe Dwight. I think Dwight's a little old.
He's a little old now.
Yeah,
but. I mean, I'm still thinking.
But I mean, who's Luann? If he's...
well, you got to think he is older. Like I'm aging people up, and I probably shouldn't. But I'm aging them up to what they would be
almost
now.
Have to.
Yeah. So Dwight Yoakam, he is aged up, but Lucky would be bald, and if Lucky would go bald, he would still keep the skullet. Like Dwight Yoakam, he still keeps the long hair, and he's bald on top.
There are a couple people out there that mention Dax Shepard as Lucky.
I could see that.
Mm-hmm.
I could see Dax Shepard as Lucky.
He's got that goofy bit about him. I think if he slowed down his drawl just a little bit, and got a little Lucky-ish, I think that might be a decent one. Okay, so we've mentioned Lucky, so that means we have to move on to Luann.
And again, I would say the voice actress, but we're not afforded that opportunity anymore.
Yeah.
Unfortunately. But Margot, is it Margot Robbie?
Margot Robbie?
Yes, Margot Robbie, I think would be good.
Margot Robbie would be very good. If she can play Barbie, I think she can probably play Luann. I don't think that's a problem.
Yeah, I think she'd be really good at it. I'm trying to think of somebody else, maybe. I don't know. I don't think of any of that. There's nobody else that really just comes to my mind other than her for that role.
I do kind of like Margot Robbie, though. That's not bad at all.
Or I'm trying to think of her name. She was in. She was just recently. She was in some TV show on Fox. I can't even remember the name of it. But her sister was like rich, and she wasn't. She went to live with her sister and her sister's kids when her husband and her got arrested for like embezzling money or something. I can't remember the name of the show.
You know who else? The girl from
what's that show called?
The girl from It's Always Sunny in Philadelphia.
That's her. That's the girl I'm talking about.
Because she was on a show called The Mac. That's the one you're talking about, The Mac. Was it The Mac?
Yeah. I think that's what it's called, The Mac.
Yeah, where she went and lived in that big mansion or whatever, and it ends up burning down and all that because the kids are terrible and all of that.
Yeah, that's the one.
Yeah.
That's the one.
Is it The Mac? Maybe it's not The Mac.
I don't know.
Anyway,
it's something.
It was a very good
about.
show. It was a very funny show. It's one of those shows that I felt like if it were on HBO or if it were on FX or something, it would still be on.
Probably would still be on.
You know, it's on a regular TV station. And
what's her name? Always Sunny, right? That's what she's on.
There's also Jennifer Lawrence.
Jennifer Lawrence, yeah, she could play that. I mean, her name's Caitlin Olsen.
Yes, Caitlin Olsen. Is she related to the Olsens? The Olsen twins? Because there's a lot of those Olsens
or is that her name on the show? No, that's her actual name. Her name is D'Angelo on the show. Yeah. But I think she could play a good Luann.
She's
I think
a bird.
she should play
looks like a bird.
Yeah.
Were you a big Always Sunny fan?
No, actually, I've probably not watched the full episode.
Really?
Yeah, I need to.
I would suggest to all of our listeners to please start with episode 1 and begin watching.
I need to.
Danny DeVito is not on it when it begins. He is brought in the second season as her dad, her and her brother's dad, and then it is that show to me is it feels very English to me. It feels like a very BBC type
like
comedy.
BBC comedy, yeah.
Because it gets so grimy. It just like. I have never seen anything like it on American TV.
I'll have to check it out though. Yeah, I got to give it its due.
It's very good. Now it is kind of played its hand, you know, and it's kind of played out at this point, but it's still very funny. I'll watch it no matter what.
Yeah, I need to. My sister's seen it and she's recommended it, but I never have.
The one where they try crack. Oh, that's the best one. The best one.
I'll have to try that one.
That
Not
one,
crack, but that episode.
Well, yeah, don't try crack. There's one with crack, and then there's one where they talk about racism, and they all turn black for a little bit, and then it's like a musical or something.
Oh,
it just goes off the friggin' rails.
Yeah, I have to check it out.
But it's all done so well. Like, I don't know how you get offended at that show because it lampoons everyone.
Yeah. I mean, that's what the point of it is.
It's just so very good. Yeah. Okay, so we got those all taken care of. Here's a tough one, Dale. Who we throwing in Dale's hat?
Dale, Randy Quaid.
Okay. Again, a little old. I'm gonna suggest somebody, and this is one of my. Well, there's two guys.
Johnny Depp.
I love Bill Hader.
Okay, yeah, Bill Hader. I like Bill Hader.
I could see Bill Hader doing that.
I could see that, yeah.
And then because I think Bill Hader is really good at characters.
For sure, yeah, he definitely is.
Have you ever seen his Vincent Price that he did on SNL?
No, I never seen. I didn't see a lot of his SNL, but I've seen most of the stuff he's done in movies.
Oh.
I need to watch his SNL stuff.
His Vincent Price is fantastic. I love watching him. So he does this like it's like a 50s type or 50s 60s type you know when they used to have those star-studded shows where it'd be like Liberace hosting or something and all his friends would come over and it's Christmas time or whatever, you know, that kind of thing. Well, they did the same thing, but it was it was Halloween, and so so good. So there is another guy, and I think you could possibly get a David Spade in there.
Yeah, maybe he might be too short.
David Spade could be too short. I think height is a problem here for us.
Yeah, I think David Spade. David Spade might be a little too short because I don't know. I'll give him his credit. I feel like he's about 6 foot. I feel like at least at the base level height, all of them are 6 foot. With Hank being maybe a little taller.
Dana Carvey.
Okay.
I can see Dana Carvey kind of being him. If you wanted to go younger, then I think. Even though I hate it,
well, I like I said, I'll say it again. Johnny Depp in the Fear and Loathing, how he looked in Fear and Loathing. Yeah. I feel like that because Hunter S. Thompson is the base for both.
That's
of course, not just the base for Fear and Loathing. He wrote the damn thing, but he's the base for Dale too. So I feel like that would be a good one.
I'm actually watching another Hunter S. Thompson movie now called
Which one?
Fear and Loathing in Aspen. I think it's Aspen. It's some Colorado town. It's another one of his stories. I didn't know this thing existed. I was just flipping through Hulu one day.
Yeah, there's a lot of them. He's got a Motorcycle Diaries too.
No. What I meant is I didn't know they had made a movie out of this.
Oh, okay.
So this is when he was in Colorado, and in Colorado he runs up against a lot of
I'm watching that one tonight.
Crap. And
so 5 out of 6 though.
It's okay.
5 out of 10.
He ends up running for sheriff.
Jay Bolger, he could do it. Yeah,
that's true.
Or Egerton, is that his name? The one that played Elton John.
Oh yeah,
that guy.
He's short too.
Is he another height issue?
What do you know? Will Forte.
Will Forte.
He was on SNL also about the same time.
Oh, I have to look him up. I
Will Forte was in a show called Last Man on Earth.
And I know who you're talking about. Yeah, he could probably do.
He would be very good.
He could probably do. Yeah. I don't know. I feel like he would be more of Eustace.
Yeah, maybe.
He might be Eustace. Yeah.
I just love Will Forte. I think he's nuts, and so I
recognize his voice probably more than him.
Oh, he's so good.
Scoob and Cloudy with a Chance of Meatballs.
Some of his stuff on SNL is some of the best stuff that's ever been done. You know what's so weird, and this has nothing to do with this live action King of the Hill. But I was watching. Do you know the Sweaty Balls skit they did on SNL?
Oh yeah.
It's big Alec Baldwin.
Yeah.
And so now watching stuff with Alec Baldwin all of a sudden is weird. With him.
Oh, the whole situation that he's got going on. Yeah. They're trying to they're gonna charge him with manslaughter, or they have charged him with manslaughter.
Yeah, like 2 charges. Yeah. Okay, and that really sucks because that screws up one of my all-time favorite movies, which is Glengarry Glen Ross.
Oh, okay.
Based on the David Mamet play.
Yeah.
Which I just love, and Alec Baldwin is like the bad guy in that movie.
You can still watch it. I won't tell anybody.
Well, I appreciate that. I still will, but it's just weird now. When stuff like that happens, it's so weird.
It is. It's like listening to an R. Kelly song. Just can't do it anymore.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Yeah, because all you can think about is him peeing on people. So one last one for Dale Gribble would be Michael Rucker.
Okay.
He was on Walking Dead.
Yeah.
He's also in Guardians of the Galaxy. And so I think he has the right tone, has the right structure. He might be the perfect guy. I mean, when you look at his face compared to Dale...
Yeah, he could.
I think he could really pull it off.
Yeah, he could. Yeah. Or the guy who played Mr. Anderson. That guy in The Matrix. Whatever his name is.
Oh God, he looks like him, doesn't he?
Yeah, he could. Yeah. He could kind of do it. I can't think of his name. And then the guy who played what's the guy's name that played the Terminator in the Terminator? The cop, the T-1000. Whatever his name is.
Yeah. Shit, I used to be able to pull his name, and I can't.
Yeah, I used to know his name too. I can't remember it off the top of my head right now.
He's been in so much.
Yeah, he's been in a lot of stuff.
So many things. Boy, T2 really put him on the map, didn't it? But I know he worked hard before that, but I'm saying, good God,
it helped him out. It didn't hurt. But yeah, him, I think he could too.
Who are we missing? Let's say Bill.
Okay.
I'm going to go back to my John C. Reilly.
Paul Walter Hauser.
Who is that?
He played in Super Troopers 2.
Oh.
Yeah, he was the bigger guy in Super Troopers 2.
Anybody that was in Super Troopers, I'm fully on board with.
He was also a security guard in a movie called Richard Jewell.
Oh,
you heard that one?
Yeah, from the Atlanta bombing. Yeah.
Yeah. He was in that. So.
Huh. Well, that might work, I guess. I don't know. When I think of Bill,
Stephen Root could play Bill. He really could.
Wouldn't that be funny?
I think he could play Bill. He could play Bill, and he could also probably play Buck Strickland because the scene in Oh Brother Where Art Thou?
Yeah.
With the radio and all that, singing to that tin can. I feel like
the blind guy.
he could play
DJ.
Buck.
Yeah.
Because that's Buck's voice pretty much. You can hear it.
I think you could also throw a John Goodman in there for Buck.
Yeah, you could.
John's not as big as he used to be, but he is such a good character.
He's animated.
Oh, he's such a good character.
Or what's that one guy's name? He got arrested for a DWI here recently. He was on The Office and all that. He's the guy who's kind of bald, real rambunctious, like, whip my dick out at the Christmas
you're
party.
Talking
that guy, all crazy. He's all really rambunctious.
Shoot, he was.
We were talking about it when he got his DWI.
He was an anchor man.
Yeah, that guy. The guy who's just real wild and profane most of the time in the movies that he's in.
Yeah, he's basically always the same character.
Yeah, it's just the same guy, just a southern, really profane businessman of some sort. And that's what Buck is.
He could definitely play.
I feel like he could.
100%. David Koechner or Koechner.
Yeah, David Koechner. Yeah, David Koechner.
Yeah, he could definitely.
Yeah,
and honestly, now that I'm looking at this, Luann, Christina Applegate.
Oh yeah, she could. Yeah, she could play it. Maybe Jennifer Love Hewitt, please be on our show. There you go.
Jennifer Love Hewitt could definitely play.
I think she could. I think she could play Luann.
Yeah.
And if not Luann, she could play. She could play maybe Peggy because she's probably a little older now.
Okay, so let's talk about Peggy. Peggy's a tough one.
I think Kathy. Kathy, I can't pronounce her last name. Najimy. I think that she could now. She could play a live action Peggy. I think.
I want you to look at this picture. I've got two pictures side by side here.
Oh yeah.
And you tell me what you think. It's Laura Dern.
From
Jurassic Park,
from Jurassic,
and all that. But I've got a picture of her.
I got to even. It might be the same one. Let me see. You show me first. Oh no! Now look at the picture of her here.
Oh yeah, man.
Yeah, there you go.
Laura Dern.
I think so. I think she could put some glasses on her. She could be. She could definitely.
But it could also
like
just be Kathy Najimy. I think that would be very good casting.
Well, especially now that we're talking about an older Peggy Hill. We're talking about a Peggy Hill that's not doing high kicks anymore or nothing like that. Like we're talking about an age. We're talking about Grandma Peggy Hill.
Grandma Peggy
Well, that's what for the revival it would be. She's at that age. Bobby could have had a kid at 18, 19, 20 years old.
Sure.
Luann already has a kid, so she's a surrogate grandmother to that kid already.
That's true, I guess. I guess that
because after her and Lucky have a baby, her and Hank are like surrogate grandparents, even though they're great. It's a great niece.
Well, that's very true. That's very true. So what's the Stephen King movie with the one in the snow? No, don't say The Shining. So the movie Misery with James Caan and Kathy Bates. I think Kathy Bates would make a fine Peggy
Kathy Bates, yeah.
Kathy Bates, I think, has that same Kathy Najimy. I think they're kind of in the same category as far as looks and the way that they speak and how deep they get into a character.
Yeah, they could.
Stuff.
Yeah, I like that. Yeah, that's good.
I think Kathy Bates would be
I'll take that.
You
know who could have played a good Luann? Lauren Boebert.
Who is that?
That's the politician from. She's the crazy one from Colorado.
Oh yeah.
the one that walks around with the pistol on her hip in Congress.
Okay, so we got a choice here, and you tell me which way you want to go. You want to go with Bobby, or you want to go with Cotton?
Cotton would be tough because there's nobody that's that short.
Well, there's a lot of people say Danny DeVito right away, but I don't think Danny DeVito fits that mold.
No, Danny DeVito doesn't. There's nobody I really can think of that's that's height challenged that could play that role. I really don't know. I don't have one for that one.
Yeah, that would be a tough one. Again, I think.
But a grown-up Bobby, Jonah Hill. That's like my one and only option for a grown-up Bobby. I feel like Jonah Hill would be epitomized like a chilled out, like calm Bobby, which was what I think Bobby will be when he's older, is chilled out and calm and maybe more fine-tuned instead of just being off the wall.
So I want to solve this Cotton problem, though.
Okay.
So
who do you have in mind?
I don't really have anybody in mind. That's my
problem.
It's
tough.
Right?
Yeah, it's tough. It's a tough one to.
Cotton's a tough nut to crack.
Yeah, I don't know. Let's see.
I'm just trying to think of like short actors.
Yeah, well, there's not many that are that short.
Ton of them. If you really dressed him up, you might be able to get away with. Who was I thinking of? Shit. I was thinking Charlie Day, but that's Always Sunny, and he's too young for that. But then I was also thinking there's a guy named Dan Fogler. He's been in a bunch of stuff. He's definitely somebody who could play him. But, honestly, what if you were to shorten and age up Zach Galifianakis?
Maybe. Maybe. I don't know. I just feel like that's just really a hard one
Cotton's
to fill.
A tough
Cotton
one,
is.
Man.
They would have to CGI animate him in.
Well, that's what I'm saying. Maybe the entire movie is live action except for Cotton
Hill, because he's not real. He's not real. He's really not. He's not real. That's the most unreal part of the show is him. I feel like what you would get from that is he would have to be dead and a figment of everybody's imagination at that point. They see Cotton Hill and they think about him, and that's what you see the animated character of Cotton Hill, and that's their memory of him, because I don't think he would be alive for a live action.
Well, that's true. I guess if you were doing it as of now,
if we were updating the show to current times and aging everybody up for continuity or whatever, he would be dead.
It's just so hard to think of like little old men that could play Cotton. Little old really ornery men. I don't know who it would be.
I don't want to do it to him, but what about what the hell? Robert Duvall? Kind of at the knee. Robert Duvall or who's another one? I'm trying to think of another guy. Robert Duvall. I don't know. I think Robert Duvall would do.
Robert Duvall's a tough one. Yeah, that would be hard. Okay, so I have a weird one for you here. Let's say we do Cotton, but we do a little bit of a. I've seen this woman play men before.
Yeah, for sure.
She played Sean Spicer on SNL, and she's done a couple of other things.
Oh yeah, I know who you're talking about.
Yeah. So what if you did Melissa McCarthy and made her a little old bald man? And you made her Cotton.
I don't know. Maybe.
That wouldn't be bad, would it?
Maybe that'd be funny. Yeah, that'd be good.
That would be pretty badass, honestly.
That'd be pretty funny.
Yeah, I think if you're gonna go for it, you go for it full bore. There's also a guy named Matt Lucas who is, I don't know if you're familiar with him or not, and if you're not, you should go watch Little Britain, a TV show from the BBC. It's Matt Lucas and another guy, and I can't ever remember the other guy's name, but it is a character-driven comedy. Like there's these little vignettes, right? Little character things, and they follow these characters throughout the show.
Yeah.
Matt Lucas is so damn funny.
I'll have to check that out.
Little Britain. Yeah.
Little Britain.
Anybody who loves British comedy, go check out Little Britain. It is excellent. They also did a follow-up series, Little America, where the British characters came to America and
cool.
It up. Yeah,
no, I'm gonna check that out. Yeah, that sounds great.
Okay, so I think, have we done it?
I think we're at we're all the way to Hank. I think for characters that matter.
Oh, we didn't do Bobby.
We didn't do Bobby.
You gave one Bobby.
Yeah. Yeah, an aged up Bobby would definitely be that. But if you're talking about like a young Bobby,
yeah,
the kid who played in the new It movies,
Yeah,
the heavier set kid in the new It movies.
Jeremy Ray Taylor is his name.
Jeremy Ray Taylor. Yeah, I could see that.
Kid.
Yeah, him. Yeah, I could see that.
Yeah, he could definitely be Bobby. I don't think Bobby. You know, as weird as it sounds, Bobby wouldn't be as hard to cast. I don't.
You
think
could shave Pamela Adlon and she could play Bobby. Just kidding.
All right, so we're at Hank.
We're at Hank. The culmination of.
How do you solve a problem like Maria? So
I think Hank could be played by a number of characters.
So there's a lot of people
Tom
out
Hanks.
there say Tom Hanks. I don't
Everybody
think that's
says
right.
Tom Hanks, but I could even say Drew Carey.
See, I think Drew Carey is closer to me than Tom Hanks is.
Yeah,
Tom Hanks is one of those actors that at this point in his career, I can't believe him as anything else.
Yeah,
other than Tom Hanks.
He's already been everything.
It's like The Rock. If I see The Rock, I see The Rock. I don't see the character.
Yeah.
It's just The Rock.
He's played so many like extremely like good character roles. It's hard to see him anymore. Like, I don't know, his movies are good still. It's hard to see him anything other than his character.
Sure. Well, he's got that new one coming out where he's like a grumpy old man.
Yeah.
And I think that's as close as he'll ever get to Hank.
Henry Dean Morgan.
So tell me who Henry Dean Morgan is.
McDreamy on Grey's Anatomy.
Oh, that's right.
That guy. I think he would be good.
I have to look at a picture of him.
He played Negan.
Oh, he's Negan. Oh, yeah.
That guy.
1,000%.
Yeah. On.
Oh, yeah. Actually,
I think he could do. I think he could do a good Hank. I'm trying to think if there was another one I had on the. He kind of looks a little bit like Drew Carey, actually.
When you look at a picture of Henry Dean Morgan
with glasses on, and then
you shave him
because he's got like kind of chubby cheek. He's got like that little. He's got that little cheek chub, the cheek chub like Hank has.
That would be good, dude.
Yeah, I'm trying to think of another one. There was another one I had.
Huh? How crazy would that be?
Yeah, I can't think.
And that's my thing with a lot of these things. Like I would love to see them go with smaller actors rather than larger actors if they did something like this. Because again,
they would have to. Yeah,
again, I don't want to get caught in knowing who the actor is.
Yeah, they would have to. They would have to do something. They would have to do something different. Yeah, they couldn't run with what we already know as people because that's tough.
That would be very hard.
That's really tough
because
I wouldn't like. I mean, I would watch it, but it wouldn't be. I wouldn't be extremely ecstatic about it.
There's no way you could please everybody. Number one,
definitely couldn't. Well, you can never please anybody. Ever please everybody.
You can't please everybody all the time, and that's something that you learn over time.
And that's something that you could take away from this podcast, if nothing else.
That's true. That's true. We are. For a very specific number of you. And we want to thank all of you for listening. And we will be back into our regular rotation starting on Monday.
Yeah, we'll
Rusty,
be back.
You want to tell them where they can find us?
Yeah, you can find us pretty much anywhere, but it's going to be BWAAAKOTH. We have a link tree, linktr.ee/BWAAAKOTH. And again, I want to thank everybody that's driving traffic to the YouTube and stuff and driving traffic to everything, really. But
just driving in traffic.
Yeah, just driving in traffic, listening to us.
That's what you did all day.
Yeah, I did it all day long. Traffic. I was trying to hit 40 subscribers by the end of the week that we're recording, but we're at 37 subscribers with 1,064 views. So I appreciate everybody looking at our YouTube stuff.
That's really good.
Hopefully that keeps on growing.
And
don't forget to subscribe and like it and everything. The link's on the link tree.
Yeah, the YouTube thing is
and I've been live streaming at home too. Yeah. I've been live streaming like video game play and stuff. And I've linked that too on there. I talk about King of the Hill while I play video games.
I think that the YouTube is just an add-on for us. This is always going to be our bread and butter here.
Oh yeah, for sure. Yeah.
One thing that we talked about is maybe doing a few more of those live shows.
Yeah,
trying
definitely.
To find some places that
I need the video for that too. If we could get that, and I'll put that up.
Yeah, we'll put it out.
We'll
put it out. Yeah, yeah. We're going through the process after a con. You have a lot of
stuff
accumulated
to
material.
Yeah,
and so
for sure.
Yeah, we've got all of our panels that'll be available. We've got all the live shows that'll be available. So
that'll be awesome.
Yeah, we did. I think 8 live shows during the con of different podcasts.
Okay.
And then we had a couple of music-based ones that were up there. We had a band. We had then I think we had 12 different.
Sounds like a success.
I think we had 12 different panels.
That's
and
great.
So I think that we've learned a lot, and next year it'll be bigger and a little more fine-tuned. You know?
Yeah.
We got a couple of things in mind. So
can't
just
wait. Looking forward to it.
watch this space.
Looking forward to it.
Man, you turn around twice and it's going to be 6 months later. So, you know, it'll come around.
It'll be
quick.
there quick.
It'll come around
real quick.
All right. Well, thank you all for listening,
Yeah,
and
we appreciate it.
we will see you again on Monday. And I think all that's left to say is,
Take a salt tablet.
Wimatanya.
Wimatanya.
This has been a Rogue Media podcast.